Oh, look, I was just like jumped on YouTube and they finally got those astronauts back in on the planet Earth. They were stuck in outer space for like 2 or 3 years. Let me look up on my other channel. Let's see. Astronauts stuck in space. How long? I've been stuck in space for more than 9 months. Yeah, they were up there for 9 months longer than they usually supposed to be. They just took the gore out, and then this guy, I think it's like, let me see. There's one, two, three guys and a fourth guy, cosmonaut. It's like Russian. I thought it was only the two, Sunny Williams and I guess one of these white guys.
Once again, some.
But this is live. NASA live SpaceX Crew 9 re-entry in space. I'm surprised. SpaceX, their last two rockets just like exploded, didn't they?
From a microgravity environment can
they had like all this weather issues, so it was delayed also.
Customary and just standard procedure.
Yeah, but I like space stuff.
Long-term space
it's cool.
To,
look at all the damage on this, like the sun fire damage. These things are actually really cool. They're like cool down at like 1,000 degrees per second. I saw somebody do a test where they take like a block of this stuff out from the furnace, and then after like 10 seconds, he just picked it up with his bare hands.
And getting checked out by the NASA medical team, we're going to wrap up our live coverage of their return. The Crew 9 mission began.
This was unexpected. I wasn't planning on doing this. NASA, SpaceX sign.
Were already aboard the space station
but
when Nick Hague and
cool.
Alexander Gorbanov arrived.
Man, they got 2. I want 3 monitors.
Having arrived as the crew flight test crew for Starliner,
man, look at all this people and stuff in the background.
Fully incorporated into the space station's expedition.
I'm glad I saw the astronauts come out.
Research and other work aboard the station.
But this is kind of like what I want to do in the future, where I watch other YouTube videos and react to it. That's like the easiest content you can make. And this is live.
Nick and Alexander made a short flight on board Dragon to the International Space Station. Veterans of long-duration space station missions, both Williams and Wilmore conducted spacewalks during their 9 months in space. Like all crews on the station, Crew 9 had the ability to leave
subtitles.
at any point had there been an emergency.
Yeah, I can't hear sometimes.
Coming to an end, the crew began packing up their
this is probably gonna be a short video. I already saw the people come out. They landed. They touched down on Earth like an hour ago. Let me see.
A few days ago.
Yeah, they touched down at 6 around 6 p.m. Yeah, that's like an hour ago, exactly an hour ago.
From the space station at 10:05 p.m. Pacific.
It's so funny that like even NASA is like live streaming on YouTube. It's cool. The transparency is cool. I always love the space stuff. Probably from like even the animation like Gundam or like the movie Interstellar, like one of my favorite movies, Interstellar.
Our final on-orbit maneuver, the approximately 7.5-minute long deorbit burn.
Oh, let's see. This thing is 2 hours long.
5:11 p.m.
They're talking about Nick Hague.
Sent Dragon on its. During his mission, he completed a spacewalk with astronaut Sunny Williams. That was his 4th spacewalk, earning him a career total of
mission spacewalks. It's like real life stats. I don't have real life stats yet.
Hague previously served as a crew member of Expedition 59 and 60.
Expedition 59.
He flew with Alexei of.
And this is the girl, Sunny Williams. Wait.
And it looks like we're beginning to get some views inside the space.
I need to pause it. I like to look at stats.
Active Colonel. His wife.
Her 3rd visit to.
Pause. Let me turn off. Spacecraft flown shuttle Soyuz, Starliner, Dragon, Hometown, Massachusetts. Mission specialist.
She originally launched aboard Boeing Starliner spacecraft and arrived
5 over the course of his career.
Is this the same guy? No, it's a different guy. Oh, they're showing them inside.
NASA astronaut Butch Wilmore is also serving as a mission specialist today. And other work
this is the 4 guys, Crew 9 mission.
Additionally, Williams commanded the orbiting laboratory for much of the expedition.
This guy's. These are 3 like American NASA people, and then the cosmonaut.
Nick and Alexander made a short flight on board Dragon to the International Space Station in September. Both veterans.
186 days in space.
This guy's from Tennessee.
He conducted one
Look,
spacewalk and
what a
completed
cramp that
5
is.
over the
There's like no
course of his
space at
career.
all.
4 different space. Previously, the Wilmore
These
is
suits are
also
so much
retired.
different than what I
Is a third
remember.
mission specialist serving on today's mission.
The cosmonaut
Number 9
from
was his
Russia,
very
yeah.
first space flight
The
to the
Russians call
space
them
station, earning him
cosmonauts
a
instead of
total of
astronauts in your country.
171 days in space over
Selected
the
as
course of
cosmonaut
his career.
2018.
Gorbanov from the Baikonur
Dang, there's all 4 of them
Cosmodrome
in
in
there.
Kazakhstan.
There's literally no space for anybody else.
From the radiator.
This is
This
cool.
system is what will help keep the standard during the which will
Okay,
terminate data,
姐姐打电
power,
话给
and
你。
fluid
没有，
connections
那
between
你
the
刚才跟姐
spacecraft
讲话。
and
我
the
在录
trunk
video.
in preparation
是。
for that trunk separation that I
Claw
mentioned earlier.
separation.
Now we will for now to the International Space for 2
You
private
see,
spaceflight
this is great
missions
because
to the space station.
even though it's a
Tablets,
live
they
stream,
have
YouTube records
their
everything,
capsule
so you
that
can like go
gets
through it, and it stays on
in
your
any
YouTube
The
channel.
Earth's atmosphere.
communications with
I
the
might do something. I tried live streaming once on Twitch,
looking good
but
Minutes from
Twitch
now,
doesn't save everything. They don't have the space or the money for it.
side to position
mention that
for the capsule. The very
Wow, 16 feet. That's crazy. And then this is 12 feet. That's like almost 30 feet in total.
top of the capsule is
What's
the
that, like whole
nose
2-story
cone. That
building?
is where the
Small
Dracos,
little window.
the forward Dracos are located. That nose cone is currently
and watch as we'll
Man, look at this. This is so cool.
continue to bring you the best possible
I
views
can't
of
read
our
it.
astronauts.
It's in HD, right?
yeah. As I mentioned earlier,
This monitor is only
burn is
1080,
the
so
last time that
1080
we
is
will
only the highest it
utilize
needs to
our
go.
4 forward Draco thrusters. Forward basically meaning at the top of the Dragon capsule. Dragon, the images there from the touch screen.
I don't even know if you guys can hear it.
The crew utilizes
Turn it a little
in
bit louder.
flight. We can see the visualization
I
of
like the
exactly
subtitles
which
though.
one of the 4 forward Draco
How long has this
thrusters
been?
are
It's been
firing.
like 7 minutes.
That's why you have kind of like a strobe effect there.
Was developed specific.
But this stuff shows up on my YouTube feed. Sometimes I go on, what is it, incognito, to go on YouTube to get like completely different feed. They show you different stuff based on like, you know, curate what you like. So they you guys will probably, a lot of people probably won't get NASA stuff on their thing, but I do.
At about 6,500 feet.
But look, they got like,
When Dragon splashes down in the water, the vehicle velocity
Mission that
for us. Kate and I were just chatting about how we haven't had a.
he flew with Alexei Ovchin, Ovchinin, and used to look good.
Utilize that continuous human presence in November. So if you're younger than
Right.
25 years
They,
old, you've never known a day where there
tie
hasn't
me
been
down
a
to the
human
minute.
living and working aboard the International Space Station, contributing to key science and research investigations that impact our lives to know and
I don't
understand
even
as we
know
continue to the moon, Mars, and
what their
beyond.
mission was specifically.
Eastern time. There have our first view of Dragon Freedom coming home to Earth.
This high camera is that
Let's skip through
time,
this.
so call a little bit parachute.
View of with the doubling
SpaceX Comcheck.
Start hearing the SpaceX crew operation.
15 kilometers. Brace for drogue window.
They have them recording while they're entering the atmosphere?
We can see seat rotation.
That's scary.
Happening inside
You're like
the capsule. Great to get those first
a
views
fireball
of
when you're
our
coming in through the
members.
atmosphere. Drogues
Once
deploy.
again, the capsules are going about 350 miles per hour when the
350 miles per hour.
Those drogue parachutes
Crazy.
that we manufacture here in-house are going to slow the spacecraft down to 119 miles per hour.
Slow down to 119, 116.
Deploy, and that occurs about 6,000 feet above the ocean's surface.
Oh, nice.
Freedom as it
Dang.
back to Earth. We are awaiting the drogue deploys.
It's just the nose.
This view coming from
The nose
the
cone.
WB-50 high
The
altitude
parachute.
plane.
Poof.
And there you see it on your screen, drogue deployment.
Drogue descent rate now.
This is so cool to me.
You can hear the crowd here.
And if you ever watched the Gundam show, pretty much in the future, you eventually have to live in like colonies in outer space or other planets. When we have like, that's like the real only solution to like overpopulation or the lack of resources. And just the outer space is like endless possibility. What was it? Macross Frontier? The Unlimited Frontier? Unlimited Frontier.
You'll be able to notice the difference on your screen once they deploy, and they continue.
Nobody knows what's out there. We don't even know if the
spacecraft slows
universe,
down even
if there's
further.
an end to the
As we
universe.
mentioned, Freedom will be traveling 16 miles per hour 1 p.m. Pacific time
Poof.
this afternoon. And there we go.
We have visual on 4 healthy maidens.
They actually look much bigger. The last one it didn't look that big, and here they look massive. They're like bigger than the cone by a lot. Like right here, it looks so small, but they're like massive. They're like 5 times bigger than the actual shuttle. Wow, they're massive. You remember when you had like the toys, army soldiers with the parachutes when you were younger? Man, those things were fun.
Now awaiting visuals of splashdown.
I'm about to skip some. I want to see a splashdown.
Right there. Now,
I don't. You can't tell how close it is to the ocean.
Really doing the job.
Oh wow, it's actually much further away than I thought.
that was
At least it's super safe.
able to float over gently.
If they hit too hard, they just like die from the whiplash. Whoosh. That's still pretty hard fall though.
Butch, Sunny,
It's
on
back
behalf
on
of
Earth.
SpaceX,
I wonder where this is. Is this like off the coast of Florida? They usually launch it from what? What's that? What's in Florida? Cap Canaveral. So stuff will like if stuff breaks, they usually land in the ocean. That's how they design these things, the flights and crashes to be over the water instead of on the land.
Nick Hague, the
See,
commander of Crew Dragon Freedom,
doesn't this remind you of Interstellar? My God, it looks a boat.
Those parachutes will
Oh, they were
be
so close.
retrieved from the
This straight reminds me. Remember the Interstellar, the water planet
we are
with the
able to
huge
hold
tidal
those
wave?
out.
Oh,
The
that was probably
recovery
like
vessel
spoilers.
there
I don't care, man. I'm so
closest
excited for
to the
this.
spacecraft is going to be performing some safety checks
Freedom,
They,
hypergolf sweeps, and unfired ordnance.
to when it returns
look how
to Earth.
small he is
It's
compared
just
to
an
this huge
initial
nose
check-in
cone.
to make sure everybody is doing okay. They will also have a recovery into Dragon thrusters to fumes or vapors that are required in order to
and Crew Dragon has PM recovery vessel.
Man, skip. This is great.
One of the
That's
main
what I like.
recovery vessels.
That's why I like YouTube videos. You can just like skip around, and also they show like the little where it looks at.
The spacecraft for water recovery.
SpaceX.
And also able to see one of the
ship.
Yeah, I was mentioning earlier the orbit burn.
Thanks, Nick.
So much, Jada.
The recovery crew.
This was what? It was like an hour.
Crawling around the Dragon spacecraft.
Yeah.
Earlier
My God, it was like almost exactly. What is it, like 5:59, 5:57?
Now standing in the bucket where the main.
And before that.
And out of the water.
I mean, in the past they lost the ship or something because they're confusing meters with feet. Because some people use meters, some people use feet, or most people in the world use meters. And I think what like most Americans use feet, and then Canada uses both. It's weird.
Brace for capsule lift.
But America, it's weird. America is still, the official standard they use is still meters, but they teach feet and stuff in the yards and in high school and stuff. But Americans, we still use like millimeters for like our weapons, guns, the bullets, like the 55 millimeter caliber sniper rifles and stuff, and the 9mm Beretta guns.
And stand.
They actually, I think last year they got Europe to convert all of their bullet rounds to switch to American standard, like the 9mm, because it's already in meters. And we also produce more bullets than like every country in the world.
And we'll also
great live view.
Man, it must be nerve-wracking coming down in that thing in the fireball. But also just being trapped in here, not knowing how long for you to get out.
On board the recovery vessel Megan, and
Cause it's been like
is open. Next major milestone.
a touchdown around here.
Will actually egress or exit the spacecraft.
An hour.
Before that,
It took them another hour just to get him out of the nose cone. Oh yeah, let me see.
For Tallahassee. Stand up, and essentially we'll also see a fun little slide be put in place to help the crew members exit the spacecraft safely.
Yeah, it's like an hour.
We're gonna remove
It took them 40 minutes just to open the door, open the hatch.
Up.
Wait, how did they open it? What kind of door handle is that? I can't even tell.
And there you have it. The side hatch is open for the first time
Slide hatch.
since September.
That was brought into side hatch.
Crew
Photos
egress.
of the will get saved. This may incur no
But since
damage
they were
while
overstayed,
crew
there's
members are
overstayed
coming
in
out
space
from
for so
the
long,
spacecraft.
you get a lot of like muscle atrophy because because of less gravity, they have to like exercise every day, or the
If you
muscle
missed
just
it,
like
there was also a recovery
diminishes. It's
team
just like
member that went
almost like
inside.
you're just paralyzed and can't use it.
So there are now 5 people on
Just
board
because like being
the
on
Dragon
Earth, the
spacecraft.
gravity is like 9.8 meters per second square. It like puts strain on your muscle just from like living on Earth. While in space, there's like 0 G. Or usually the space shuttle, I think the ISS and a lot of them they spin to like
And if you are just joining us, it has not yet
create
even
like
been an hour since Crew
artificial
9
gravity
splashed
by
down
spinning the
off the
thing.
coast of Tallahassee, Florida, at 2 vessel Megan and the recovery personnel
No,
on
they
Earth.
still just sing. Oh, that's how they sing. That's wow. Look at
And
this.
there we do see Crew 9, some
It's
happy
literally
waves,
this
smiles all
small
around
little
back
door in
on Earth.
between them and like the fireball. Look, it's only like 2 feet thick or so. Like 2 feet between them and straight like annihilation. Such a thin little
Speaking to center,
membrane to
you might
keep you safe.
exiting the 2 center.
It's scary. Nobody realized in the movie, and so they don't tell you actually how scary it is. There's this other movie, space movie, that shows like how scary it actually is. I forgot what the movie was called, but they made like a space traveling, like a horror or scary movie, and it's just like being in space, and then like there's no like orientation, like up, down, left, right. You're just in space, and it's all 3D. You're just if you ever get like detached, if you're not like tethered to anything, you're just like lost in space until you run out of oxygen or something else hits you and kills you.
For the next
But like you don't know what's out there. Could be space whales.
down the little ramp
Oh,
board.
egg, most spent
they just like dragged them
171
out.
days in space alongside NASA astronaut Nick Hague.
They took the girl out first. Right? Was the guy?
Once again, big smile.
It's the guy.
The crew more space.
We did that king room
Hey,
in
when I started watching, they had taken the girl just out at the
Freedom.
very beginning of the video. That when I started watching.
retrieve the space.
But yeah, this is part where this is where I started watching.
Smile, big
I was a bit late. I was out exercising.
She, like her other crew members, now will.
And there we have it. Some waves, some thumbs up, and some smiles.
Cool.
Definitely seems to be a theme among all.
Man,
recovery
even back then,
operations.
they stopped doing space missions because they were too
And
expensive.
of
They
course, that leaves
back then when
NASA
they first
astronaut
went to the
Butch
moon,
Wilmore
I think based on
inside
inflation, it was
Dragon,
probably like
seat 4.
$5 trillion or something ridiculous, and so they had to stop doing it because technology wasn't good enough back then, and it was not worth doing. There wasn't enough like
We're getting some views
profit
of him now as he
or
egresses
research, or
exits the
it just
spacecraft.
wasn't worth it back then. They just wanted to show people that it was possible. But now I think China or whoever is trying to do another moon mission, but this time they're trying to. I think China's trying to be like, if we go up there, we claim the moon
Once again,
as a colony of China. So
Elation
whoever goes to the moon next will be the owner of the moon.
Alexander R.
I don't know how they're gonna separate it. That's free real estate. Free real estate, guys. Everything in space is free real estate. If you can survive and protect your property,
Crew 9 had the ability to lead.
I think that's it.
And media briefing
Let me
rather coming
go back to
out
life. This is how you go
approximately
back to life. Just press this and it goes. Oh, the end.
Crew 10 mission. As always, for joining us for tonight's
Oh,
coverage.
I guess
of
that was
the
it.
Splashdown
I was
on
already at
Crew
the end.
9. Remember to follow SpaceX on X and NASA online and on social media
Yeah,
for
it's
updates
cool.
for the very latest on crew and cargo
NASA,
flights to and
SpaceX,
from
Crew
the
9,
International
Reentry,
Space
and
Station.
Splashdown.
And we'll continue
And also
to share
check
the
out
progress
Interstellar.
of
It's like
Sunny,
one of my favorite
Butch,
movies.
And Alexander on social media as they travel back
Alright,
home.
I think
We
that's
do
it.
also have a post
See you guys.
Splashdown media briefing